good. Sorry.
This is good. All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Bill, Andrea, the Less Cancer Board. I'm honored and deeply humbled to be here today representing Highland School with my colleague, Leslie Sigler. She's our AP Bio teacher. She has also had a career as a nurse with high-risk pregnancies and in a public county hospital caring for underserved populations. So we have a deep affinity and appreciation for the nursing students who are here in the audience and watching, and commend you for choosing such an admirable career. We are here with our AP Bio students and our leadership studies students, and we're so grateful to be included in this conversation and invited to participate, to share space and time with all of the experts, leaders, changemakers from so many sectors of public and private life. In leadership class, we like to say that Bill is an exemplar of inspiring a shared vision, which is enlisting others to promote a collective goal by connecting that vision to our personal values for each individual. This National Cancer Prevention Workshop is an incredible opportunity for our students to witness effective collaboration in action on Capitol Hill, no less, and to interact with so many of you who model servant leadership. First, I have to put my teacher hat on, though. Today, our students have an in-class assignment that I just want to remind them about. So Ms. Sigler and I gave them 3 expectations for today. The first one was to pay attention, take notes, soak it up, let's bring it home, let's share the privilege that we have today with those that aren't privileged to be here with us today. The second is, if you need a snack, and I know you will, just don't crinkle the wrapper while others are talking. And then the third, and this is where we need your help, their assignment is to shake the hand of an adult, to introduce themselves, to make a connection, to make great eye contact, and to start a conversation as a building place for leadership. To the 18 and older crowd, we hope you might help us with this. So if you see a tentative student or a pair of them, if you'll just extend your hand first, that would be great. You're going to love meeting them. They're amazing human beings. This is the best part of my life and my job. They're incredible to work with. But I want to talk a little bit more about collaboration, specifically intergenerational collaboration. So I'm going to be nosy, and I'm going to ask you how old you are. So if you're in high school, will you raise your hand? Good, they're paying attention. That's so fantastic. If you graduated from high school in the last 5 years, you get Tik Tok references, Renegade references, things that words I shouldn't even be saying. Okay, 10 years? 15? 20? 25, maybe a little bit longer. So this is what's so great. The thing that I'm interested in is engaging students in citizen action and community action and us working together to solve big problems. 5 years ago, Mr. Couzens extended an invitation to our school to this event, and we arrived to discover that the connection was not just around a shared concern for a public health issue, it was personal. Board member Tom Sherman had his children at Highland for a few years, but one of his dearest friends and one of our best colleagues, Anna Bowman, was a shared connection. She was beloved. She was our librarian, our middle school guidance counselor. She was our service club advisor, and everyone loved her. She was vibrant, funny, and most of all, she believed in her students. When she passed away from cancer, much too young, we were devastated. I'll never forget the first time I visited Anna's service club meeting. It was a room full of loud, sweaty, rambunctious middle schoolers, bubbling with excitement, making grandiose plans for their signature project. Everybody wanted to do every job. There were a million jobs to be done, and everybody had their hand up. And what cause, might you ask, fired them up? Was it contaminants in drinking water? No. Was it multibillion-dollar companies spewing toxins into our environment? No. What got that fervor of activism was feral cats. Feral cats. Who knew? Who knew? I don't know. MC, were you involved in the Feral Cat Project? Yes, she was. So presiding over this lively caucus was not Anna Bowman herself, but it was one of her students, a 6th grader, surrounded by other co-captains. This was a student-led project. It was student-driven, and it was student energy that made it happen. Anna knew the secret formula for engaging students: invite, inspire, and empower. She invited them. She invited them to the conversation. She invited their personalities, their energy, their passions, their crazy ideas. Everything was fair game and deserved to be heard. She inspired students. through education and awareness. She didn't just tell them about the feral cat problem, she took them out to the neighborhoods to trap them. She brought in experts from the SPCA, and students came up with their own reasons for why they were devoted to the cause. And lastly, Anna empowered students to take action in a myriad of ways: bake sales and research, assembly presentations, writing letters to local officials. Another brilliant colleague of mine and our social justice teacher, Margie Kuzminski, calls these on-ramps. They're access points to the highway of community activism, to community-led systemic change. And put simply, Anna created opportunities for her students to make a difference. Those students who first learned those skills through their feral cat project went on to apply them to future causes. MC Truding with Less Cancer Support started the Tan Less Shine More campaign. 3 of my students concerned with disparities related to housing access started the Dignity Project to conduct outreach to families living in low-rent motels. And many others are creating their own on-ramps to make change in their communities. It's now our duty to employ this secret formula, and I'm grateful to have Anna's example, but I wish she were here to continue to collaborate with. It would be so much more fun with Anna. So it is personal for me, for Tom, for Highland, for Bill, for Less Cancer, for each of us in this room, and it has to be. And thankfully, because of this workshop, which masterfully employs the secret formula of invite, inspire, and empower, we have the opportunity to learn, to create, to celebrate, and to utilize on-ramps so that we can get to a place where cancer is prevented and eradicated. Each of us, whether under or over 18 years old, can be the Rob Billots and the Dr. Mona Hanna Atishas, the researchers, the public health advocates, the lawmakers, filmmakers, journalists, and nonprofit directors of our own generations to inspire, invite, and empower others. So thank you again for including Highland School, and we are so grateful to be here. Thank you, Bill.